Oh, hey, hi, hello, welcome on in, where we have good jokes that apply on the stream, not bad ones that involve Arctic creatures. We're going to go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing this evening, and do a bit of a recap where we left off. So we'll go ahead and start with Warren.
Hi, I'm Warren. I am playing Marlowe, and I know a lot of bad jokes.
I haven't
A
heard one
couple good
yet.
ones.
Um, Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I'll be playing Julian the Malkavian, and I only know good jokes.
Based. Next up, we have Rob.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rob. I'm playing Julian, and I think that not Julian. I'm playing Vincent,
I
who
was
is a
like,
bad
oh,
joke.
hold on a second.
Bro!
No, that's not even Julian, bro.
I'm trying to play Dimitri. I would love to play Dimitri, but that is a dangerous game.
Whoa.
Next up, we may or may not have Lennon because Lennon's connection seems to be a little wonky. So we shall see if we have a Lennon.
Lennon's over there, like, look at me. I'm the Lasombra now.
Exactly.
One of these days, we need to do everybody pass their character sheet to the right and just play that character.
Woof. You know, I might have something that can make that happen. Don't you worry, I got you.
Woof.
We'll go ahead and pass and
hurt feelings.
Ian, go ahead and take the wheel. Speaking of hurt feelings.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I will be playing Riley, our Toreador, this evening.
Where we left off, some interesting things took place. You guys were able to go ahead and have some discussion about what all your evening had involved, whether a slaughtering murder or starting a fire that scared some of the oldest kindred in Indianapolis away. One of the two was where you guys sort of left off. But after taking some time and sort of figuring out what your guys' next steps were, it was sort of advised to the group that Marlowe, on behalf of the second baseman, had claimed Terre Haute for them. And mentioned that there's going to be some people that probably owe you guys favors, but specifically one that was at least super acknowledged was one Eva Hill, the Baron, one of the barons of Indianapolis. You guys, while you guys were sitting have a moment, you guys went ahead and once again split the party in the best ways possible, spending some of your people downtown Indianapolis. Where Riley and Kenneth went to Adeline's penthouse, where she was unfortunately attacked by a member of the Camarilla. Unknowingly to her, this wolf was in the process of attacking her when Riley and Kenneth appeared on the scene before quickly dispatching said wolf. Dismiss that. Get that out of here. You guys were able to go ahead and have a conversation about winning sides, losing sides. What does that mean? Whose side are you guys on? What is your guys' belief? And at the end of it, to prove that Riley is no longer sitting at the kids' table, a key was given to them. What this key does, few people know. But a big warning of not to mess this up was given to Riley, as it was a key to the Indianapolis branch of the Succubus Club. So, with that being said, this is where we are starting up our show tonight. Is there anything you guys like to do for the remainder of this evening before fast forwarding it to later on? We are a couple hours into the night already. So you guys definitely have plenty of time of moonlight left to burn. But yeah, what would you guys like to do at this moment?
You know, there's a part of me that wants to say hunt, and then another larger part of me that wants to say that seems like a terrible idea this particular evening.
It's
So-
only bad if you allow it to be bad.
I mean, let me put it this way. Vincent's coming away with less hunger no matter what. So it's just a question of how many people that comes from.
How many people is
I'll
considered
be-
slaughtered?
Packing my shit. I mean, I already started packing, but like the essentials. Because, I mean, obviously we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I mean, like, I would, right? But it's really not safe to send Simon back downtown to pack my stuff right now, so. And I'm sure not going to do it.
In this economy?
This economy? Hell no.
All right.
No, I'm definitely down to move to where Riley tries to tell us that we should move into the club that our arch nemesis just gave him.
Allegedly.
I mean, look, there's only a couple of us that have something written down that says that she's our nemesis.
Yeah, exactly. And there's other of you that are written down that are, I think, have a dark secret that you're also carrying. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, who has a dark secret this time?
Hey, mind your business.
Yeah, nobody. Don't worry about it.
Literally
What-
am
what
minding
do
my
you-
business by asking which of you assholes has a dark secret that's gonna kick my ass.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are you, a cop? All right, which one of you motherfuckers?
You're
has
the
a
one who
dark
wants to be
secret?
Cam.
Do you have a warrant?
And I owe? Okay, so hunting anything? Or just
No.
reconvening?
I think somewhere between Julian's plan of packing and just riding out the storm.
Yeah, and
I mean, if you want to eat, we can go to Terre Haute.
Nah, no. I have a feeling that any of the folks that are out tonight are the folks that we don't want to talk to. So
I would like to reconvene with people post meeting to kind
Okay.
of give the rundown. But on the way,
Uh-huh.
I want to put out some messages to my Thin Blood folks.
Okay.
And are you cool with me spending the 6 experience to put a herd together?
I will allow it.
All right, cool. Then on the trip back from there, I'm doing what needs to be done to build the infrastructure for a herd.
out of the Thin Bloods?
Mind your business. What are you, a cop?
Just saying, I'm becoming less the villain every day.
Hey, man.
More Cam moment by moment, man.
Hey, man.
I don't think Diablo is the Cam at all, actually.
No, I'm saying the willingness to just sap off of thin blood,
Oh yeah. I mean,
cold-blooded.
they're not even the one that's actually killed a thin blood in the coterie. So let that sink in.
Allegedly.
No,
I just
it-
think that's
No,
wild.
that
no
Julie's like,
less, man. It was pretty fucking awesome.
Julian is that's the one's like, I was the one that instigated. No, that should have happened.
Totally fucking happened.
That happened and it ruled.
What do you think it really inspired Riley to go down this path?
Mind your business. I don't ask y'all.
Riley's been a sleeper for the camp from the get-go.
I don't ask y'all how you choose to procure nourishment.
Actually, I think you actively
You
did
ask me all
Julian.
sorts of personal questions.
I totally legit think if Kenneth hadn't gone with them, that conversation would have been totally different. It'd be like, boss, what went wrong?
What do you mean?
Your fucking idiot friends showed up and screwed the whole thing up.
No. She was actively attacked and her mind was wiped. She doesn't remember a thing.
Yeah.
See?
We all believe that.
See? You should. There's dice for that.
Bullshit. Sorry.
There's dice and skill
I
checks.
definitely
for
don't
that.
believe it.
I just work here, man.
Yeah, you're able to go ahead and begin that process of procuring a small herd of unbeknownst cattle.
Yeah.
Definition of herd, right?
I wanted to be like, whoa, hold on, but like, no, you right.
I mean, it's in the definition. Kenneth, I think you're still sitting at 0 hunger, so I don't think you need to go hunting unless you really just want to for sport. Oh, see, this is webcam, nice things.
Oh, I'm good. I had enough of that. Yeah, all good.
Okay. Riley, since you're riding with Kenneth, are you trying to hide your herd type from Kenneth?
Yeah, I figured this would all just be done through like text-based communication, so that you know, Kenneth and I could be having a conversation, and I can also be texting people on the side. You know, like real easy, real smooth. Don't ask questions, won't be questions, kind of shit.
I like it.
Yeah. Riley's feeling like some hot shit after that conversation. Not gonna lie.
It's based. All right. Shortly after, on your way back, you do reconvene as you see a multitude of individuals packing up. I'm sorry, Marlo. I forgot to. I think I skipped you. Are you also assisting in the packing, or is there things you would like to also be doing prior to the arrival of Kenneth and Riley?
No, I mean I'll help pack. I don't really have much at Julian's house, so I would just be helping Julian and anybody else.
Okay. All right. Mid packing, Kenneth and Riley have reappeared.
Ooh, what's up?
Julian, I know you said books, but you also said essentials. So, like, which of the books are essentials?
All of them.
Okay.
Put arm behind bookshelf and push.
Right.
Those manuscripts are over 500 years old.
They turn to dust.
Just a montage.
Someone Carter is agreeing hard.
Just a montage of Vincent and a pair of shadow arms, like bippity boppity booing all the books into boxes.
So you're saying you're using an oblivion power that you need to roll a...
No.
Oh.
Nope.
That's all flavor text.
Yeah, it was assumed for the meme. You shut up.
I was just verifying that we need to be possibly losing humanity over books. Is all I'm checking.
Yes. Again, Carter agrees.
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right.
All right. So, yeah. Then when we get back, just are we going somewhere?
I
What's
forget.
up?
Did we know that Riley went to go talk to
Yes.
their Mala?
Yes. Because that was a whole thing where y'all were like, "You're an idiot," and I was like, "I don't know what the fuck else to do," and you're like, "No, you're stupid, but make your choice."
I was like,
No,
I
they
guess I'll
weren't
go
all.
with.
That was really just more Julian. I mean,
No, true. That was Julian going. So you're an idiot.
go die, you moron. Basically,
Yeah,
the
I
end line.
legitimately just saw the future, and you're ignoring what I saw.
I mean, like,
Which I go, sure.
I mean, it's maybe a fair assessment, but I figure that Marlo and I already took our turn for the night, so it's Riley's turn to do it now. So
I mean, you had two people who have no reason to lie to us tell you exactly what the situation is, but you're like,
Right.
I need to go see for myself.
Well,
Schmuck!
yeah, you got me. You right. You right.
It's
All
okay.
right.
They gave them a big present, and everything's fine now.
the subtle revenge is that as I'm packing all of the books, I am doing it according to a different organizational system. So
Oh, you wouldn't organize them correctly anyways, so it's okay. I'm gonna have to start over.
Haha, you wouldn't know the organization, dork. All you did was help
Loser.
me.
Just dog ear the pages while you put them away.
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
Oh, that's evil. That's evil.
Do it.
I
Do
will
it.
set you on fire while you sleep.
Jesus.
I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of the books I did chew a piece of gum and put it in the pages.
Oh, you dirty fucker.
Oh, my man.
Dirty fucker.
My man. Um, so yeah, I think when we get back, the first question is just legitimately going to be, so we moving? We going somewhere? What's up?
Well, I don't know. We've pissed just about everyone off in the city, so Marlowe says Terre Haute now belongs to us, so packing
Oh,
our shit,
shit.
we're getting the fuck out of town.
When did that happen, and who gave it to us?
Apparently, we just took it. Because that's how
Awesome.
shit works now.
Awesome. Is there like a politics or an etiquette role or anything that I would need to be able to know that there's no way that that doesn't end badly? To just be like, this is ours now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll wits and politics. That's fine.
Yeah.
I need to look up a map.
What's the difficulty?
3.
All right. Coming in with a 4.
3 the hard way.
Hot. Sorry, I'm looking up a certain map here.
On a totally trustworthy app.
Yeah, I mean, debatable. Both in game and in real life. I'm actually surprised that this map has so many views. Either you guys are living on it or it's more public than I was aware.
I mean, not to put too fine a point on it or anything, but just taking it is how anybody here has territory, including a prince if there's Camarilla. It's whoever can claim and hold Praxis.
Yeah. I'm more worried about the people that would be worried about us just taking something, because what happens if somebody else wants it and they decide to test us?
Um,
for sure.
both of you guys with your successes, um, as long as it's not someone else's territory currently, um, not a huge issue. It becomes obviously, if you claim it, then you have to be able to hold it. And in Anarchs, there's no, oh yeah, you have this, law to abide by, to just not take it. Hey, if I'm stronger, I get it. Um, so the first thing is to find out if it's anyone else's first before actively just claiming it. But if it is no one else's and you guys claim it, then it also sort of depends on if you claim it on behalf of your Baron or if you claim it on behalf of yourselves. Also, is another level of difficulty that be processed.
Going to voice that
I
question.
think we know that it's not anybody's territory right now, because I think that was the question to Eva, was where's the territory we can go that no one cares that we claim, or something like that,
true,
right?
true. Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Now Fairfield might care, but I don't know that I care that Fairfield cares.
Does anyone care that Fairfield cares?
Well, from the sounds of it, he's going to have his hands too full with the cam to really give too much of a shit about what we're up to.
That's all valid. And
I think that this is all largely the topic of a later discussion with Eva, though. We do need to have a follow up with her and figure out.
yeah,
I did mention to her that Fairfield had sort of explicitly asked us to not intervene, and us intervening is why, well, we didn't have a choice to not intervene. Death made sure of that. But um, how we chose to intervene is why she walked out of there. Um,
and that's got to be worth something. So, I mean, hey, big allies in big places. So, hell yeah, I would call that a win.
I get
Not
the
to mention that cool girl who could turn into a wolf, and the guy who's a really good dancer.
By the way, how do you still have a, head? Out of
Me?
curiosity. Yeah.
I mean, it was a really easy, straightforward conversation.
That makes no fucking sense. Did that not register with you that you're just going to stroll in there and have a nice chitty chat after what just went down?
I mean,
That doesn't seem odd to
and no.
you?
It seemed easier than it needed to be. Yeah.
We're not talking about easy.
sure.
I'm talking about odd. That didn't seem weird to you. Two
It
of your
did.
coterie mates just set loose 3 of her largest enemies, and she's going to sit down and have a cup of tea with you like nothing happened.
Yes.
I mean, maybe let's not make assumptions. How did the conversation go? What happened?
We walked in, Ken and I, and we got pretty much straight to the point of what the hell is your preferred outcome for this? And the response we got was exactly what I expected. It was cagey, and she kind of dodged the question in the way of, I just want survival. Which, I mean, it's a sidestep of all sidesteps, but it's also something that we've all said in this room. Right? What's the outcome we want? We want to live. She and I had a conversation about growth and development and responsibility and all this, and I'm going to take the key out and kind of put it on the table. She gave me that.
And it's not like just a normal looking key. It is a very old and ornate looking key. Julian,
Ostentatious as fuck.
actually, I would like you to, Julian, to roll intelligence or wits plus. I will take science or academics.
Was it Carter who had the archaeology specialization?
Yeah, it was. I will also allow a cult if you have a cult. I
Yeah, how about a
apologize.
cult?
I will allow it. Yes.
Okay, nice.
Say, I deeply want to know what the science roll gets you.
Yeah, that key fucked up. Science said
That key's at its half-life right now.
that key
Secretly
said-
radioactive.
Sorry, did you say that key was singular? No, I said it was a singularity.
Exactly.
that key is a singularity. Yeah, I know. There's only one key. You're not here.
3
yet.
successes. Is that going to get her done?
That will indeed get her done. You have seen a key in some of the books you were reading through when you first became a kindred. And it was tied to a very, very popular club called the Succubus Club. It's based in Chicago. But more or less, like, if you have this key, you have incredible status. And you are, like, only owners are given the keys to this club. Like, it's a whole piece of its own history in general. That Riley just put on your table.
Riley, I'm going to ask you to do something for me if you would. Would you mind, like, stepping outside and letting us have a chat for just a minute?
Sure.
Thanks. Ken, please stick around.
You got it.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll walk outside.
I mean,
It's times like this, Riley really misses cigarettes.
I mean, you can still
Out of
partake.
character,
So,
out of character, we all know a little bit about the Succubus Club, right?
right, because they came through town.
Yeah, you guys
I
have
think
been to the
some
Succubus
Kenneth
Club.
is still in the parking lot.
Yeah, there's
so
part of his face is still there.
Okay, my DNA.
just as an FYI, that there is going to give Riley a shit ton of status. Can you guys help me understand why, after what just happened, this gets placed in his hand of all people's?
Well, if I was Abigail, and I'm not, but let's just assume that she's a little bit heartless and a little bit calculating. I think that the answer to your question about why Riley was able to walk out of there is that she feels like she can control them, and that she's got enough carrots and sticks to be able to help make them dance a little bit to her tune. So I would say that this is a reminder that she's got carrots to offer, and at the point that she needs to come and demand something, that'll be when the sticks show up.
But who is he? Who are you? Who am I? In the grand scheme of all this, we're fucking nobodies.
We are, and I think that part of Marlowe's decision around the conversation with Baron Hill was to start to change that, to start to establish that we've been thinking of ourselves as nobodies for a while, but we've swum in some deep waters, we've messed with some scary people, and we're still here, and not all of them are. So maybe that has some significance.
I'm saying neither here nor there. I'm not denying our successes. I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, it'd be like taking a little league baseball champ and putting him in the major leagues with no reason. It's not like the kid deserves any of this. This is real shit. That gives him the Succubus Club. Not the one in Chicago. I'm assuming that's the one here. They're opening a franchise, I guess. And why him? Why any of us? It makes no sense. We're fucking nobodies. We got no clout. If someone walks into the Succubus Club that's 2 generations older than him and wants to pull his heart from his chest and shove it up his ass, he can't do fuck all to stop it.
You could be right, and I don't think that she doesn't know that. I think that she figures that they have access to things that she doesn't right now, and that she wants that access at some point in the future.
She has access to Juicicars, to the Camarilla. She brought them in. She had
Death owed her a favor.
Death owed her a favor. Why does she need that fucking guy?
She
I
doesn't.
don't have an answer for you, but
It makes no sense. Ken, what the fuck really happened?
We kind of just
No.
walked in.
Just tell me everything from start to finish. Paint a fucking picture. Because that tap dance bullshit that Riley just gave us was not an answer. We just kind of walked in and it was like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, it was really easy. Give me the fucking straight dope. What the fuck happened?
I guess I was surprised that one of the things that she said that she wanted wasn't Marlowe and my head on a stick, but
Right? Right?
I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't even understand everything. I was kind of just there, and they said a lot of things to each other that clearly only they understood because of their relationship, and then there was a key. I mean, it
Okay,
seemed
wait,
like
no. You're doing the same shit that Riley just did. Paint a picture. You show up at the building. Is it warm out? Is it cool? Are there people hanging around? Was she alone when you got there? Come on. Paint a picture.
I mean, yeah, we went inside, and she didn't seem like she was surprised to see us,
Was she
really.
alone?
Yeah. Yeah.
all right, I'd like to roll on that.
Yes, that smells like bullshit.
Is that a yeah because Kenneth is trying to hide something, or because Lennon doesn't remember?
Have to wait and see.
Perfect. I just need to know if you need to roll as well, is what I'm asking. Because if so,
I mean, how do you define alone, right?
Well, if there's not someone else there that you're actively murdering, I'd say that you're not alone.
really, it is a wolf count
Was
as a
there
someone,
another- Yeah. Was there
Well,
another
considering that
reason-
Marlowe thinks of them as someone.
Well, that's fine. There's multiple wolves in Indy.
I got 4 successes on my insight.
Yeah, Kenneth, you'll just have to roll subterfuge.
I'm actually going to surge about this.
I appreciate
Oh,
that.
dang.
Manipulation plus subterfuge for you, Kenneth.
You got it. Oh, wrong button.
God, I believe in you. I can't wait for 1 die total.
No. That was me rolling my rouse check.
Weird.
bad, Sheldon.
I thought Kenneth was pushing a bookshelf over. That's my bad.
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
No, you can tell that wasn't true because it was the die roll was a success.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Hey, all right.
Kenneth's over here. I'm just
All right,
catching
everybody.
strays over here, trying to roll some dice.
You're coming down on
That'll
Kenneth
be
like
nice
that
to know.
werewolf came down on Riley.
Oh,
That'll be nice to my boy out here.
Oh, was it
Leave
supposed to be
poor
higher
Kenneth
than 2, by the
alone.
way? Do I need to re-roll that?
you're looking for 5. I think if you're trying to lie to people, you're looking for 5.
Damn.
Well, let's see.
Okay, well,
Julian
oh,
got.
we might have
If they got the 1, they
got
would
4.
be able to lie to me. but-
Yeah. Or you can re-roll your successes, crits, and lie to everyone.
Oh, good
Can I help?
gracious, that's an option.
Not from within the room. You don't know this conversation's happening.
Is there any like car coaching that we could have
You did
done?
worse.
I did work.
You did worse.
Maybe it is another bookshelf situation. All right.
No, there's too many. There's
Well,
too many
yeah.
successes for it to be a bookshelf situation. Relax.
True.
And I mean, looking at the wits and insight, it was going to be a little bit of a struggle for you.
Yeah, there's also a surge involved. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a good surgeon.
both of you can definitely tell that there is pieces purposely being withheld.
Kenneth, I read people for a living. That's what I do. I know when somebody's bullshitting me. So cut the shit. What happened? None of this amorphous. I'm going to say we got there. We went inside. There were a person of nondescript, indeterminate age and gender. Just tell me what happened. If we're going to trust each other, we got to know what we're getting ourselves into. Right now,
True.
Riley seems like they want to keep us out of that. You seem like you want to keep us out of that. We need to know what we're getting into. So, come on.
For what it's worth, I don't know that.
Is she a trustworthy character? I don't know.
That's not the
I mean,
question.
She
I
seemed
asked
like
you.
she wanted something. We went in and we had a conversation.
This is the same shit you just told me. Come on. What happened? The fact that you're being so goddamn cagey about it tells me that's a fuckload more that went down.
For what it's worth, I don't necessarily think that this, and Vincent points at the key, is necessarily a problem, even if Riley has it. Like, it's a trap, to be sure, but traps you know about can be just as useful for the person that's supposed to get snared. So we don't need to be at odds about this. Adeline is manipulative and a little bit terrifying, as we learned earlier this evening, but maybe a little bit more scared of fire than the people who are younger than her. And, you know, I've seen her run, so.
I mean, if you want to close your eyes and pretend like this doesn't stink to high heaven, that's certainly your choice. But I would like to know exactly what level of shit I'm stepping into. And the fact that people are being cagey around it really gets my hackles up. Because now it's like I definitely know something's wrong. There's information that traded hands there that they don't want us to know for some reason. And I don't understand that because we're supposed to be on the same side.
You know, I've watched a couple of folks in this coterie make people forget things, and I was sort of looking for that here, but it doesn't seem like that. She didn't command you to not share, did she?
Not as far as I know, but the whole thing was weird. The whole thing was weird. I don't even know what to make of it. We went in and there was a dead body.
Okay. That's new.
Someone you knew?
I didn't know who it was.
Can you describe them? Male, female, approximate age?
Out of character, who was it again? Who
Yeah.
was it again?
You've never met them before, but it did look like it was definitely a female-looking individual who was probably in their mid to late 30s. Short brown hair, very well kept, but obviously tattered once shipping out of. And I don't know if you're just leaving at the body level, but definitely had some. Their clothing was all pretty much intact. They had some cuts that were very superficial, but the dagger wound that was in the middle of their gut didn't heal over, or like didn't close or anything like that. They just sort of it stayed there. But if you're going ahead and tell them all of the description, Marlowe and Vincent would recognize this to be one of the kindred you just helped saved.
Okay. I probably
that
wouldn't
owed
be
us a favor.
super descriptive. I mean, I don't know who this kindred is, so
Do you mention the wolf bit?
And
Yeah,
I think she told. I think she mentioned Gangrel and Costell's child, or I mean, she kind of gave you who this person was,
true,
if I'm not mistaken.
Incidentally, those are
Your
details
Honor,
that
leading the
help
witness.
us.
Leading the player as the player doesn't remember.
Your Honor, objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
She's not even in the courtroom.
Please stop badgering my client. Thank you.
Don't tell your
Riley's
client to
outside
lie on the
like,
stand.
Riley, you just pronounced the word co-conspirator very strangely. Do you want to maybe?
Your Honor, sidebar.
Riley's inside wanting cigarettes. Kenneth's in here wishing Riley was in here too.
But that's a good question. Do you
I'll
just
go
leave it
away.
as that there's a body there, or that it is a wolf that turns into a body? I guess my question is,
I would
how much
just
are you
combine.
recanting of the evening?
I feel like I'm still being pretty vague. I mean, I don't know what's going on. The whole thing was weird. What am I supposed to do about it?
Describe them. Man, woman.
Yeah.
It was a woman.
Approximate age.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
give me a
feels like
range
this is
between
maybe a
20,
role to try to force
25 to
Kenneth to say stuff.
35.
I guess based on our insights from before,
Hmm?
does Kenneth seem like he's being dodgy deliberately? Like, I don't want to tell you.
Less on I don't want to tell you, and more of unsure if it is their place to tell you. Like, they also don't understand a lot of the dynamic that was on between them, or like what really is going on. Like, a lot of you, it seems more of like a lack of greater kindred knowledge, and more of like, I am doing what I can to know what the information I have, versus the grand, like the bigger scale of things. And like, so like, not trying to like overstep on something that isn't theirs to tell is what sort of you're getting out of the situation. Not that they're like not being forced to, but just maybe just doesn't quite understand the situation and the dynamic.
Look, I know that the whole it's probably unsettling to have somebody outside right now. And to quote them in descriptions of how I handle things, it could be that you're seeing me asking questions right now and thinking that that's going to end up on the creepy side of things. So I want you to know that this is about trust. This is not about any sort of nefarious business. Marlo and I dealt with some very scary people earlier this evening. So I think that I'm nervous about where we're headed. And potentially, if we need to be headed, I don't know, to somewhere not very populated on the other side of the globe, right? In order to get away from these people. So I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to look at Julian here and then stand up and say, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to talk to Riley. If that helps, Kenneth, then cool. If not, then, try to remember what you can. But this is just us trying to keep each other safe here. So, and then he's going to turn and walk towards the door.
Keep going, Ken. I'll turn a light on and put it on him.
Which one am I getting? Am I getting the good cop or the bad cop here?
Oh,
I
you're getting the
don't
good
know.
cop right now.
I think it's all bad cop. I gotta be honest. I think it's just bad and bad cop.
Man, I'm just concerned that this woman who is surely going to try to kill us, who all of those scary things, is offering a giant bribe to my coterie mate.
Yeah, that seems
That
really
does not
off.
bode well.
I wouldn't say a bribe. I mean, again, I don't
Dude!
really know.
There's no way this isn't a bribe. This is like Riley's dream gig. This is everything they are about, being handed to them on a silver platter about 15 minutes after we ruined her plans. The best case is she's going to use it as leverage down the road. More likely case, this is payoff for whatever bullshit Riley did to get us in that position.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just looking at it this way, I essentially went along for moral support. I don't really know who this lady is at the end of the day. I went in, I saw an interaction, and I'm not saying it's not suspicious. I'm not saying this isn't going to come back to bite us in the ass. But at the end of the I really don't know who she is. I don't know that much about her.
Kenneth, right now you have the opportunity to make that decision for yourself because you have all the facts. We don't. All we're asking you to do is share with us what happened. You walked through those doors, your ears didn't stop working, your brain didn't turn off, you heard everything that was said, you witnessed it. You can provide us with that information right now. I'm interested. What did you get out of it? Because you seem like you're really striving hard not to give us this very what should be simple information between trusted friends. And the fact that you're so cagey about it makes me really reticent to associate with you because I can't trust you because you don't trust me to have all the information, make the decision that's right for me. Like I may hear what you have to say and I might be happy with it. Be like, okay, that's cool. All right, that I don't know what the big deal was, but I might also hear it and go, I'm out. I can't. I don't want to be a part of this shit. I'm gonna go my own way because this is too dangerous, too risky for me. So Kenneth, I'm asking you to give me that information so I can make that decision. Not about judgment. It's not about blame. It's about, I would like, if I had this information and it would keep you safe if you like didn't want to be associated with it, I'd gladly share it with you because you deserve that to be able to make those informed decisions.
Okay, I feel like this is gonna break through a little bit more. So Kenneth will explain more in detail what this lady looks like, how exactly she like approached us, and what happened when we came in the door. Hopefully, it'll be enough for them to be able to realize who it is that I'm talking about. I don't really know how to put all that into like.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell us that she
Coherent
was a wolf and they were fighting when you guys came in?
Yes,
Gotcha. Okay.
yes. I'll be more detailed. And at the end of the day, this is more about Riley than about me. Not trying to be cagey, not trying to be vague. But I'm kind of an outsider in this too. That happened. I went in. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious of this thing happening. But I'm not also going to go over to Riley and say, don't take the key because it just seems kind of bad. I mean, I don't know what to do in this situation. Either the last 24 hours have been probably the craziest that anything has ever been in my entire life.
And I get that. And I get that you're trying to be loyal to Riley, but your allegiance and loyalty isn't just to Riley, it's to all of us. And if there's a chance that Riley has been duplicitous with us and has been working against us, we deserve to know that. And I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying that was why I was like, okay, why would she give him or them this? Why would she give them this? They've done nothing to earn it, at least that we're aware of. And like
Well, maybe
Marlo
they
pointed
manipulated
out,
us into saving Riley's friend. I mean, we owe favors to death because we were trying to save Riley's old hunter friends. And then Riley's mentor uses those favors to try to frame us for murdering Eva and whoever the hell else was in those boxes, getting us in trouble with a spider and that seriously old dude. So maybe this is payment for services rendered.
You can cut outside if you want to.
Um,
Good lord.
Drama.
You cut outside. Vincent somehow got a spotlight and is shining it at Riley.
yeah, it's like one of those massive
were you tonight all
spotlights
night?
too. It's not like just like like the light. It's just it's a giant spotlight. It has the bat logo and everything on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say suddenly Vincent's got a Batman mask on.
Exactly.
He's just holding Riley up against the wall. Where is she?
Where is But unlike Batman, is asking it so that I can never go near there.
Exactly.
Where is she? Asking for a friend.
It's me. I'm the friend.
What's going on?
We do cut outside. Riley, what are you doing when Vincent steps outside?
Well, yeah, I had to double check a stat to see if that was not. Riley has a cigarette in their mouth, but it's not lit. It's more of just like something they're kind of fidgeting with and kind of flipping a lighter open and closed.
So Vincent like quietly opens the door and pushes it closed behind him and goes, hell of an evening.
Hell of an evening. Is it round 2 of the interrogation, or
Not really.
have my charges been set? What kind of indictments am I under? Are you here to read the charges?
No. I think that loyalty means different things to different people in this coterie, and there's a little bit of that getting thrown around at the moment. I think that the group inside generally agrees that Adeline's got some sort of trap implied here, or some sort of influence or something, but not a lot of those people have played those sorts of games before, and I get the impression that you have.
That's been literally my whole life. Is
Right.
you play the game that means that you don't end up dead.
Right. And when you can, to get some leverage, right? Both of us
Take
are in
what you
the
can while you can.
right. Both of us are in the unenviable position of having somebody really old who has leverage on us.
Yep.
So I guess
I can tell you right
one thing-
now that there was no thank you, I don't want it as an option.
I get that. Had a couple of offers like that lately. Not my favorite, but
No.
frankly, I think that even if you were to say that you felt like this was untrustworthy, which I think you should, that taking it is right and using it in the best way you can is right. Thing I wanted to tell you is you and I both play the game. We've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about me and about the pieces that I'm playing with.
Okay.
Do I need to worry about you?
No.
Based on
But-
events from earlier this evening, I would not be surprised to find out that your mentor wanted my head on a stick.
From what you told me, that wouldn't surprise me either. And I can tell you, if I knew anything about that, I'd let you in on the secret.
Does she have enough leverage to make that happen?
I'm not going to say no. Because I don't, at this point, I don't know what she does and doesn't have. And I know that that's the same bullshit, cagey nonsense that I gave you inside, but that is the boldest truth that I can give you as of right now. If you had asked me this 2 weeks ago, I would say no, because in my understanding of who she was and the role she played, she was a Toreador socialite, man. She understood how it worked. She had a place that was hers as she carved out her own little look at me, I'm important part of our life. And that was what she was happy doing. Now all of a sudden she's an actual player in some shit. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like there's I I I was pretty duped myself tonight. And a lot of what I gave in there was kind of to keep up the assumptions of my abilities. I'm
I
not,
get that.
Vince, I'm not stupid.
No, I am not. That's why we're having this conversation, right?
Right. Right. But I mean, like, I understand. In mortal life, I was kind of an idiot. But like kind of a smart idiot, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But like that's just the persona. That's my personality. That's the just kind of go with it till everything sucks and then you gotta do something about it. And now we're in the we gotta do something about it phase. So I guess it's time to put on the figure it out hat and figure it out.
I agree. And I'd like to work with you on that. The part that's concerning to me is that I think that what you're telling me is there's leverage out there that exists for you that she could use to get you to do things that you don't want to.
Unfortunately, I think that is the case. But the spooky part of that is I don't know what it is.
I mean, it's going to be secrets, right? Because otherwise, all she can do is threaten to hurt you.
Right. No, you're right. And hell, you know my one big secret.
Okay.
And like you that's the biggest part of me, man. The whole thing that I was somebody's pet for a handful of years. Hell, if you recognize me, you recognize me. That's not a secret. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, it might be a little bit of a persona I steer back into in a attempt to kind of own it and take it back and make it something fresh and new and not shitty. Well, it might still be a little shitty, but not for those reasons.
Sure.
I'm not hiding things out of malice.
I get that. And I guess part of the choice that we have to make going forward is knowing that we are who we are and that there's people out there who know things or might know things that could cause us trouble. How do we navigate that? I mean, I've learned with Simon that there's ways that we could sort of force taking each other's best interest into heart. Um, I don't think that that's something that either of us want to engage in. So, can we
No.
just agree that if we're being made to move in a way that's concerning, that at least we give each other a heads up first?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I want you to understand that if there is any point where I am being made to move against you or any of the second basemen, that it's not of my own fruition.
Okay.
So hear this right now that I, Riley, last name redacted, in my own clear head and conscious, wish no ill will on any of y'all. You've been with me since day fucking one. And my biggest concern is and has always been taking care of the people that take care of me. And right now, I have the biggest way to take care of us in that key.
I hear that. And I even believe it. I guess I don't want this to seem duplicitous, but having cleared the air a little bit,
Yeah.
you want to tell me a little bit about the body that was on the floor?
Bruce, did I know who that was? Like off rip.
Yeah, you've seen them at Elysium before.
Okay, cool. Yeah. The old prince, that was his childer.
I don't know who either of those people are. Can you tell me what they look like?
Yeah, and I'll describe her. She was a gangrel. She could, if she was anything like the old prince guy, she could probably turn into a wolf.
Yeah. Okay. I met her earlier tonight. She
Oh,
was in a
great, okay.
box, and Adeline was telling me to light her on fire. So
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
I guess she's cleaning house.
Well, it could go either way. Like, if what you're telling me is true, and she's who we're kind of alluding to, those two had beef, obviously, since the one who's dead now was in a box. But like, it doesn't surprise me that she got out of there and then went back to try to kill her.
Fair, but
Convenient, I will admit.
and I would say that earlier tonight I learned that there are powers that people that old can have that make you go places that you might not want to go.
Okay. So there's a little less benefit of the doubt that I'm going to put on that one.
I mean,
But-
you don't have to do anything with that information. I just thought it was interesting.
No, that's good to know. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm concerned that Kenneth might have some trauma after this, but I think that both of us walking in there would probably be disruptive to everybody's trust. So you got another one of those? And he's going to gesture towards the cigarette.
I'll pull out the box. There's like 4 left. Just kind of shake one out. There you go. I have a couple ideas on what to do with the club when it's time to have that conversation.
Let's try to get there sooner rather than later. But
I would agree.
for now,
because-
I think let's just wait till the folks in there get some stuff to blow over.
Cool. Be cool. Because honestly, you're the last one, I think, in the group that I'd want to piss off.
Thanks. Sort of working on that impression.
So, cool.
We'll
do you
go ahead
actually
and-
want to smoke that, or I'll offer the
No.
lighter?
I've seen enough fire tonight. I'm done.
Yeah,
We'll go ahead and
it's time to light them for you.
there we go. We'll go ahead and transition back inside as this conversation's taking place.
There's just a light 2 inches from my face.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got you actually got like you could start. You're starting to get a little bit of sunburn since you're not blushed up. You're starting to get a little
There's a
burn on the
battery
forehead.
and some jumper cables.
Yeah, on the back. Jesus.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Tell me what you know.
Oh no, I don't know. You're gonna have to shock me again.
Oh
Where's
no.
my pliers?
um.
Gonna be a few molars short after this.
They regenerate. It's fine.
Dang short.
I know. They'll grow back. Marlo, you take a crack. You gotta have questions. I'm worn out over here.
I mean, not really.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I guess my question is, what are we still doing here? Why are we leaving to Terre Haute? Like,
Where are we going in Terre Haute? Do you have a location? there
anywhere we
can go
fucking
to?
want. It's ours now.
So we're just gonna kick down somebody's door and just inhabit their home?
No, we're gonna convince them to unlock it so I don't have to buy a new door, and then we're gonna eat them.
That's one way.
I mean, there. I'm not saying there aren't details that we need to iron out, but details like where we're gonna live, less of a concern. My primary
You know,
concern remains why the hell is our arch enemy giving Riley this giant ass boon?
well, maybe Vincent's made some headway. I'll walk over the door and open it up. Look out. Y'all can come back in now.
And the cigarette back.
I'll take mine and put it back in the bag.
I just
I mean, those
imagine
are
all of them are just like a little bit soggy at the tip, just for like just literally just being
Well,
blush and
there's
holding
one of
them
them-
there. That's
I didn't
One of
blush.
them is
fair.
one of them's kind of chewed on, like the filter's a little bit crushed.
Thanks, I hate it.
I mean, hey man,
Okay.
So I think, Riley, if you're open to it, Marlo has a question for you. And I think it's a
Okay.
valid one.
okay.
Just are we talking about why she's
Yeah.
giving you this boon? Yeah, I mean that's she wants to. I am pretty sure she wants to kill Vincent and I. So why is she giving you this huge favor?
That is a question that I don't have a good answer for. But
Did you not ask when she handed you the giant ass favor?
so, tone aside from that, I'm gonna ask you.
No, that tone's
That
pretty
is-
important.
No, you're being kind of a dick about that.
Intentionally.
I know, and I'm gonna go this way. Um, One way or another, the intent behind it doesn't matter because I did not have the option of saying no in that instance.
I'm not saying you should have said no. I'm saying why did you not ask the question? Not saying say no, but like, hey, some of my coterie mates really pissed you off tonight. Why are you giving me this giant nice thing, and what repercussions does that have? Are you asking me to spy on them? Are you going to ask me to murder them?
You think she lets Riley walk out if she assumes that Riley was in on our stuff from earlier today?
I mean, I think we were all sort of under the impression Riley wasn't going to walk out when they decided to go talk to the person who, wanted us to die tonight.
Wild, because I had every preconceived notion that I was walking out of that. This meeting tonight that I had wasn't a spur of the moment thing. This is something I got at her about yesterday, a couple days ago. Like, this is something that's been on the books. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, you understand she set us up. She was trying to set us up, all of us up,
Yeah,
to die, right?
I understand that. And
At
I'm
least
not
you and
trying-
I. Maybe not the rest of them.
I mean, do we think the spider was really going to be super, concerned about collateral damage when he came to kill us?
He didn't
I'm-
seem like a deep thinker.
I'm going to assume that Adeline does not believe that she can predict what the spider's going to do, because I think that that's a level of like Xanatos madness.
Oh, that guy is chaos incarnate. Like, he is the chaos agent. You think he's gonna zig? He's gonna plant C4 in your butthole.
Yeah.
Like,
But I think we can assume that given how he reacted when Eva was in danger,
yes,
when it gets out that we murdered Eva, and let's be real, that's the entire purpose of that favor from Death, was that
Yeah.
we were going to be the ones taking the fall.
right.
He would come kill us. That's not a Xanatos gambit to understand.
I understand.
No.
What I'm saying is that assume that you're in her position and you just cashed in your big favors and everything that you've been working towards for a while blew up in your face and now you need to go back to square one. Do you start that off by eliminating one of the resources that you have, even if they're sort of a minor one?
You really back to square one?
Who's the resource in this situation? You lost me.
Riley.
Well, why I don't expect her to eliminate Riley.
Right. So I would
So-
say that I would agree with their assessment that they were coming out of it. As far as the key, she wants leverage. She's playing a long game.
And here's the thing that I'm not going to assume any sort of missteps on her part, because these machinations are plans within contingencies, right? There's a reason she didn't run the club herself. It's because of the spotlight. It's because of the eyeballs that are going to be on me now when this club opens. And yes, the club is going to open because of just that. I want maybe not all of the attention, but I do want some of the attention that comes with that, not even for my normal vain reasons. If everyone's looking, that makes just oops, somebody slipped and landed on a stake in their heart. That makes it that much more difficult to do that, especially when y'all are associated closely with me. So it's kind of, we take it, we nod, we say thank you. In the moment, this is the closest route to safety while we figure out what the hell to do from there. And all of the resources and perks that come with this can lead to plans of our own. You
I feel
don't look
like
like you
this
like the
leads to
thought,
you getting
but
absolutely murdered.
if I get absolutely murdered, whoops.
I mean, it's not really different than this.
Well,
He's going to gesture towards the mark that
Say-
ended up getting made with pestilence. Like,
Same shit, different
I think
brand.
it's way different. We just established what the spider's going to do. Do we think Eva's not going to tell the spider and her old ass friend that Riley's mentor tried to kill her?
great.
I don't
Then
think she knows
Riley ends up with a key and none of the debt.
I
Cool.
You don't think they're
she
going to
knows
come kill Riley?
No. Absolutely not. I think in this situation, at the moment, there is that asterisk on it. At the moment, my hands are clean.
Look, is it
I don't want to go
dangerous?
anywhere near that club.
Is it
Don't.
dangerous? Yes. So was the deal with death. It's a path to not being at the kids' table. It's a path to having agency of our own. It comes with costs, and those costs suck, to be sure. But I don't see a way that we take any steps on this ladder without paying some costs that suck.
And let me ask you this, because this is the question I was going to ask before all of this interrogation started. How do you plan to hold Terre Haute?
My current theory on that is that Eva owes us a pretty large favor. So we
And
lean on Barren Hill for a little bit and either claim it as a subsection of her domain or that she is helpful in getting us set up until we have the ability to do it on our own.
okay. And like it or not, the club is the ability to do it on our own. The club comes with the security of the resources that it brings, the notoriety of what it means to kindred society, of all of these things that fall into place that make it that much harder to say that as a coterie, we don't have like claim of that domain. So you don't
Club's
have
not
to
in
interact
Terre
with the
Haute,
club.
though, right?
Could be.
Well, it's not.
The,
We've been
the
there.
key is symbolic. The key is the status. Now it's the matter of putting the pieces in place and the club happening.
I mean, my plan was to take territory that nobody wanted and get the hell out of the crossfire that's clearly happening between the Cam and the Anarchs and Eva and the Antediluvian and your mentor and the Spider and SI and Hunters, right? Like Indy is an absolute shit show,
Yeah,
and you're talking about being the poster boy for it.
part of it.
The greater metropolitan area more than Indy itself, but
Yeah. Come visit Indianapolis. We've got a cool club like an hour down the road.
Dude, like all cool clubs,
And
just an hour down the road.
yeah, this is. If you don't want to interact with it, you don't have to interact with it. But there's a lot that we ourselves can benefit from by me now having, like we said, same shit, different brand. And if I'm gonna go down, hell, I'm gonna go down. That's the way it goes. But if I can keep us safe and safe and can't talk, safe and housed and fed and all of these things for the interim before I go down, then fuck it. That means I did something good. So, and if you don't want it in Terre Haute, that's fine. I'll go offer it somewhere else and get it a place that people do want it to be.
I don't know.
Cool.
I mean, it's a gamble. I would say that I'm sure that a few of the folks in the coterie are thinking that it wasn't the most well advised gamble, but I would say that I got the same observation around the thing with death and pestilence, and I'm not going to claim that that worked out great, right? That it didn't, but I can understand why it happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not faulting Riley for being in position to get this offer. I just don't. The dynamics of her both wanting to try to kill us and then giving Riley this club, making Riley the face, potentially putting Riley and anybody near them in the crosshairs for some extremely dangerous people.
Right.
All I can say is based on what I've learned this evening, if she's going to use a tool to come after us, apologies. I hope it's Riley, because then at least I know that the tool doesn't want to do it.
Better the knife you know than the knife you don't, right?
I would agree. As Nicholas sort of manifests off in the corner of the room.
Group hallucination ass.
Where the fuck did you come from?
I have simply been here.
I do need you to knock. This is a private conversation.
He goes ahead and knocks on the wall.
Okay, we're busy.
Great. Okay. Um,
Well, how long have you been listening, Nick?
long enough to have viewpoints on both sides.
If you're here, you want to weigh in? Outside outside point of view?
He'll look around to the rest of the code read. I mean, to be blunt, as it seems like this group prefers, does it matter?
I think you make a solid point.
If I think you were willing to hear me out, I think you'd be willing to hear each other out instead of pointing the blame game towards each other. But that is neither here nor there. But when the five of you are ready to open up your ears and listen, let me know. And I can weigh in. As he stands up, straightens his jacket, and heads towards the front door.
He's already here. We might as well hear him out.
I suppose. This is an awful lot like spying, though, and
Yeah.
there's important stuff going on.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
So I guess, why should I not take that personally? Why should I not do something about that?
Because you didn't do something to check to make sure that this conversation was private.
We held it in a private space. At the very least, it's impolite.
I don't think any of our kind claim to be polite, and if they are, they're excellent liars.
So what do you want?
I was simply listening. There's few things
And
to do at this tonight, and staying in, and well, this is better than my normal soap opera.
Pleased to hear. You seem to indicate that you wanted to do some opining. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
I mean, I think there's concerns on both sides. I think that, yes, you are. If that key is meant for what it is, then that is a very big boon. And yes, there's probably concern to go with it. But I mean, what do you lose versus what do you gain from accepting and living full force behind this key? The life that it provides. What do you gain? What do you lose?
That's part of the problem. We don't know.
Do we ever know what we gain and what we lose in life in
No, I mean,
general?
we don't even have a way to make like a informed decision.
A lot of what you've been hearing is our hypotheses on the topic.
And I think they're good. And the only issue is that if this mentor is as old as and connected, who knows what layers of plans she may or may not have. I mean, I want to say from experience that a kindred can only be so busy. And there's a lot of chessboard pieces you can move. But I'm saying a group of newly brought up kindred, these pawns, no offense, not listening to the queen or the king, it's probably not on her board. This was probably one of the most secure moves she thought she had in play.
So we don't do it, completely disrupt her plans. There's a lot to be gained by that. We could make a lot of friends with people who are her enemies.
True. I think there is
If we
something to
accept it, it's kind of slap in the face to Miss Hill because this woman just tried to kill her. And now we're accepting this massive prize.
Not to mention
We're
the
gonna go-
spider and the antediluvian.
all the people that are aligned against her. So, yeah,
Does
doesn't seem
Miss-
like a good idea.
Does Miss Hill know that's where this key came from and it's not something that Riley has had? Or that another
If I remember
Toreador?
correctly, everyone was aware that this lady brought the Succubus Club to Indy. So if suddenly we're in the Succubus Club, and Riley, that's his Malala, it kind of goes without saying. It doesn't take rocket surgery to put it together.
I mean, I don't know the. He sort of stops and thinks for just a moment as like looks off. The way that Clan Toreador functions, besides the fact they see something pretty, they stop and stare at it. But I was under the impression that she was as much of a guest that was invited there as the rest of us. She was just the one that was privileged to handing out the invites.
Right, but that kind of confers that she has more alignment or connection to the Succubus Club than anyone else.
If I might, on that point, because you make a very good point, and I'm not saying this to be like, actually, but they might have really just reached out because she was the Toreador with the most name recognition.
I mean, that's also very true. Like, how many other big Toreadors do you have in Indy? Brink?
Yeah, that guy sucks.
I'm just saying that, like, you're not going to go digging into the supplicant of the person who tried to kill you, who suddenly ends up in possession of one of the most, like, impressive clubs this side of Arkansas. Just out of nowhere. Done really nothing to carve out much of a name for themselves that would merit this kind of a reward. That's not gonna like ring any alarm bells.
I mean, maybe, but then that's also, I mean, it's making an assumption, right? Either way, you're making an assumption. You're making the assumption that Miss Hill is not 10 feet underground waiting for stuff to blow over.
She doesn't strike me as the blow over type.
I mean,
and neither does her crazy friend. Whatever's going on with that one, I don't think it's over yet.
I don't think anything that the spider does is over. I mean, he's already leveled 4 or 5 buildings downtown just to make sure that this is more believable. But that being the case, I think there are some assumptions in play, and some of them may be correct assumptions, right? Like, these may be things that she has concern over, but I don't know about you, but I know Riley had a life serving another Baron before their untimely demise. Who's to say that Riley didn't get that gift from a previous Toreador Baron, and he's been holding on to it and just now getting access to it? There's safe and loft keys, and then to Riley's point as well, there's safety in this. There can be. There's a spotlight that shines brightly on them, and you're not going to go assassinate someone who is of the same level as a harpy or as someone as a sheriff.
Someone who burns down downtown Miami doesn't strike me as someone who gives a shit about titles.
Yeah, and how long has the Sabbat really thrived in this part of the Eastern Hemisphere?
I wouldn't know, but all they have to do is thrive long enough to kill all of us, which wouldn't take long.
Do we think Eva's more aligned for the Sabbat than she is the Anarch territory she's claimed for herself and freed Indianapolis from?
I don't know all the interrelationships with those people. I don't want to know. I'm curious why you are digging your heels in so hard here, trying to convince us. Are you working for this lady? Is that your game? Is that why you keep popping up here? You're her lackey doing her job for her? It doesn't make any sense, Nick. This all stinks. It stinks, goddammit.
Yeah. And a lot of the stink you guys made.
No, it stinks because it doesn't make any sense on any level. It's bananas.
Life and yeah, and I mean that's unlife. That is life. This is I'm not defending either side here because again, I have no weight in this. I am wanting the Anarchs to win whatever hell is happening downtown. Like, I hope
So,
But we win
okay,
most
by
of us are.
accepting
hang
the
on.
gift from a
Let's
Kimberly.
pause there. You want the Anarchs to win. The Cam just tried to fucking murder Eva Hill and is now giving this guy a club. Why? How are the Anarchs winning?
I really don't like the way you keep pointing that. You've now just has a clip.
I mean,
it really kind of sucks.
did the Anarchs win tonight? I mean, did the Cam win tonight? The Anarchs foiled their plan by people who were just
I
turned 2
agree.
months ago.
I'm not saying the Cam won. I think we came out okay, but I'm just, if we want the Anarchs to win, I don't think we need to be. I mean, clearly Riley's mentor is aligned with not us.
I mean, I guess if I were to think about this out loud, I would say a couple things. One of the things that's very apparent to me is that any of these factions has a number of people that could kill us without thinking too hard about it, without breaking a sweat. Not that we sweat. So we basically have a choice to go and move to the middle of nowhere and hope that we can find somewhere where that's not true. But we're going to be a couple months old no matter where we go, right? So we're going to be in trouble with that regardless. Or we put up a paper tiger, which I think was the whole plan with Terre Haute, to look a little bit scarier than we are and do our best to keep these factions busy pointed at each other so that they don't have time to point at us. I don't see how keeping open lines of communication with the terribly scary woman who wants to see my head on a stick actually works against that. I think that just means that we have the ability to keep her pointed at the spider. I mean, we've been working with the spider for how long? And I'm relatively convinced that he's going to kill us anytime we show up. Just because it'll be funny. And at least she's got a good reason. I don't know if he has a good reason. He might.
But that's the terrifying thing about our kind, is that when you think about these resources on a level of their kind, what knowledge and capabilities do they have access to that you don't even know they have access to? What secrets are even secret that you don't even realize are secrets? A choice you made in your mortal time could come up to haunt you in your unmortal time that you don't even realize was a choice you made.
What's the point of it all?
What's the point of living in general? And that's for
I mean,
us to decide.
when I was alive, like, I could love people because they weren't gonna die, before me. In all likelihood, if things went correct, I could walk in the sun. I could take my daughter swimming at the pool in the summer. I could do like things that made me happy. Nothing that I've seen on this side makes me happy. It's all grim and fucking terrible, and threats of death and concern that, like, there's no way to make any decisions because there are no good decisions. It's this person's going to kill us or this person's going to kill us. It's survive one day to the next. That's not fucking living. That's like barely surviving. What's the fucking point? I mean, why? Why do we do this? Why does any vampire give a fuck? Or try to do, I mean, what's the point? Why not just walk into the fucking sun? I mean, this is insanity. What do you get from this?
I think that
If you're here, you can still help to look after your daughter. Maybe your grandchildren.
I put her in risk by being here. By fucking with these people that I shouldn't fuck with. Because somebody's got to scratch their balls and make themselves feel big and strong. I just it's insane. Why?
You're not wrong, Julian. I mean, something that you think about when you're mortal is you think about. They always ask you, what do you plan on seeing yourself in the next 5, 10 years? Right? That's something that people ask each other all the time. Goals, ambitions. Those
There are no
goals
good
and
goals in this world.
that's debatable. I mean, even I've seen as much as going from running a small group that leads new kindred into surviving and leading how to function, how to survive in this what seems like could be a hellscape in the first. I don't know why it can be up for the first few years. I'm not saying that it's not going to get worse before it gets better. But think about when you were infants, right? You were looking to crawl. You couldn't wipe yourselves. You couldn't eat on your own. This isn't that much different than now. You just have adult feelings inside baby bodies. Or maybe it's the other
just
way
have to rip
around. You
someone's
have
throat open and
babies.
drink their blood in order to survive.
And how's that any
That's
different
what I
than
gotta do.
breastfeeding?
Way different.
Is it? You're feeding from another person.
I'm drinking their blood and I could kill them. I've never heard of an infant killing its mother sucking on its titty, okay?
Just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean it doesn't happen, Julian. But either way, my point is saying that you are infants in this very, very long game. You no longer are asking every what are you doing within the next 5 or 10 years? You're looking at what are you doing within the 5 to 10 decades.
What's the point?
That's for you to
Point
decide.
of anything.
Like I
that's-
said, when I was mortal, there was a point to things. You know why? Because there was an
Find a
end.
point.
There was an end.
Find a point.
I can't find a fucking point. This world sucks. All of you suck. Every fucking blood-sucking leech piece of shit should be lit on fire and buried 6 feet fucking deep. We're
you
monsters.
Are you just
We
figuring
fucking
it out?
kill people
Yes.
for fun sometimes. I say
You
that
should
looking
probably
directly
yell
at
less
Ken.
loudly.
And to be fair, mortals do that as well. What I'm saying is that this life is what you make it to be, Julian. You can either be miserable.
I don't
And
have
you
a
can-
choice in
You
what
do
I
have
make
a
of it.
choice.
No, it's being chosen for me, and every time I turn around, someone's grabbing me by the scruff of my neck and thrusting me into a situation that I barely survive. And then what the fuck happens next? Somebody else grabs me by the scruff of my neck and thrusts me into another situation that I barely survive. What's the point? To evade death
So-
for a moment longer? Ah,
Riley's gonna walk over towards the door. Just go, hey man, I lived my life with no agency, so the point for me is to have some fucking agency in anything that happens. Maybe you should learn to do the same, and I'm just gonna leave.
sure, you forgot your key that ties your ass indelibly to some woman who's gonna pull your strings!
Go back in and get the key and say, this doesn't change the fact that what I said is a valid point. You're complaining
Bullshit,
about
you
not
know
having
it.
agency. Have some fucking agency. I'll
You
see
have
you
no
tomorrow.
agency. You're a puppet on a string.
At least I'm making choices. Bye.
Bad ones.
For what
Julian,
it's worth, I also don't have a lot of agency, but my lack of agency absolutely fucked Adeline tonight.
I don't care.
Nope.
I don't care about her. I don't give a fuck.
I appreciate that, and I'm not saying that you should, but what I'm asserting is that I think that Riley's right. That if you're sick of getting yanked around, maybe do a little bit of the yanking.
Because I have the power to do the yanking.
None of us do.
We
Power
do.
is what
We
you
yanked
make of it.
Terre Haute, man. That's we yanked Terre Haute. That was the whole point.
We don't own Terre Haute. We haven't even set foot
We
in Terre
do.
Haute. Sure. If you
We-
dream it,
nobody
you
else
can be
does.
it.
Exactly.
God.
I'm
at
a
this
little concerned
point,
this club is gonna.
All right, get out of my house. Just everybody get out. I'm done.
At this
Can't
point,
handle it.
Nicholas puts his hands up, walks over, puts a hand on your shoulder as he's walking past you. I know she meant a lot. But these people weren't the ones that sent her away. And then he'll walk past you.
Everybody go. Just go. Just get out.
And just like that, when he sort of Julian waves the hand by, you see Nicholas take 1-2 steps before turning invisible once more. And with that, that is where we will go ahead and wrap up our session tonight. This was episode 40, Breaking Ground.
Breaking hearts. Breaking minds is more like it.
Says the Malkavian.
Exactly. We'll go ahead and wrap up for there. We will see you guys next week on another episode of Indy by Night Blurred Lines. I just love how the show title at the very beginning, before episode 1 came out, is sort of just really driving home the chronicle so far. So we'll be live tomorrow again with episode 6 of Tales of Valerion, where we will continue to head to Arrowfell and hopefully make our way out of this horrible, horrible forest that has like zombies and necromancers and stuff.
Is it a large pond or a small lake?
That is, you know what, you'll have to come by tomorrow to figure out which of which it is.
I completely forgot where we left off.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't.
Oh, poor little monkey man.
What do you
I don't know where
mean?
that
The
question
monkey
came
guy's
from,
all
but
fucked up.
I need the answer.
Well, come by tomorrow, Rob. You can absolutely see the answer. But yeah, we'll be live tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Daggerheart, picking up at the start of maybe some combats, ? Depends on how people like being bit or not. So we'll go ahead and see you guys later. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys head over to the wonderful folks at Adventure Dice and use their code JBrews for 10% off their order. That does exclude any sort of charity sets, because we do want to make sure that our charity partners get 100% of their proceeds to make sure that their causes are taken care of. So, excuse me, be sure to go ahead and head over there because they've been a sponsor of the show since, Indy by Night, like episode 5. So a longtime partner of the show and definitely anything tabletop related. So make sure to go ahead and show them some love, and we'll see you guys next week.